Excuse Just Result Podcast. I'm your boy Lamar.
I'm Steve.
Hey, how you doing today, my brother?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm assuming you saw the breaking news earlier this
Yeah,
morning.
man. I'm still a little puzzled a little bit
How you
by it.
puzzled?
I just feel like I understand the Lakers are doing. I know it's a reflection of the Lakers right now. They're doing extremely well. Well,
Okay.
I'm just saying they're doing better than they got a good hell of a start. You know
Right.
how it can go left in a minute, but the big factor is when LeBron comes back. Let's see how everybody plays because he's definitely going to take a lot of shots and the
Right.
rotation is going to be a little bit different. So, but just to focus on your boy, general manager, the former general manager for Dallas Mavericks, uh, Nico. All right, cool. Just want to make sure, Nico. Um, I don't know, man. Dallas got a hell of a squad. Are you see? My train of thought is, are you finding based off on you made that decision and Lucas, he's blossoming doing well, or are you basing that decision based off on the current situation that you're in now? Like you traded him for Anthony Davis and
Right.
I think he's hurt, ain't he? Did he get hurt like a game or two?
So I don't. I mean, I think so. I think that factors into it, but I think also it's who he's let go.
Yeah. I
That
mean, yeah,
fact.
you let go the star player.
Right. You let go. So I mean, when he first came in, one of the first few things he did was
hmm
he traded Porzingis.
Yeah.
So he traded Porzingis, who was a part of their rotation. And then that summer, he let Jalen go to New
hmm
York.
hmm
So he didn't value Jalen Brunson as, that big of a player that needs to be retained, in his opinion. And
Think
he
about
let
that.
him walk to New York. So, I mean, you think about it like that, and then you let go of Luca. Like, that's two superstars in a sense you let go from your organization.
hmm
Um, I mean, I know he's going to get credit for bringing in Kyrie, you know, that
Drafting
worked
Cooper.
out for a little bit, but Kyrie hasn't been healthy. He hasn't made as big of an impact as you would want.
They've been hit with the injury bug.
Right. But I mean, he still brought in some good pieces that they've been able to use. Like he brought in PJ Washington, he brought in Gafford, he brought in Lively. Those three
hmm
have been, big pieces to their rotation that they're using right now. But I just don't think it was enough based on the talent that he let walk out the door. And you may be right when you say, they saw what LA is doing. You see Luca, you know, playing lights out right now. He done slim down, he done put an effort on, trying to stay in shape. He's showing a little effort on defense. I'm
Yeah,
seeing him get some steals, some blocks.
yeah.
So it may have been that, but I just honestly think think it's because he built this roster and it's not where they need to be right now. Like they're struggling this year.
And the crazy thing is
And
about that
injury is
is,
a factor. You are right.
yeah, the crazy thing about that is when you look at the paper
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's healthy,
It can
that
be,
shit looks
yeah,
scary. That
yeah.
looks scary. And then it's just like, all right, hopefully these guys can get past the injury bug. And then again, we don't want to rush these guys' injury because at the end of the day, you don't want to do what KD did probably like 4 seasons or 5 seasons ago when he
It
was with
came
the
back too
Warriors.
early. Yeah,
Yeah, came in too early, real ruptured that Achilles, and he was out even longer. So we understand that process. We understand everything on that. So, but damn, man, like when you look on paper, them boys look good. And but then again,
that's the problem.
yeah,
You told me this before. Paper don't mean nothing.
no, it
Um,
doesn't.
you got to play the actual game.
Yeah, you
The
do.
team got to be a team. And I think it's honestly, they limped into the playoffs, like the play in last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start out this year
Mm-hmm.
with high expectations. Like people was looking at them to make some noise in the West.
True.
And,
Look like to be number one.
they at the bottom. I mean, I wouldn't say number one, but I mean, they was
I
definitely,
say top three. Top
they was
three.
looking at them to be, I would say top four.
Top
Yeah.
four. Okay.
I would say top four. They was looking at them to be, to make some noise, but like they came out the gate and like they're just not putting out
Yeah.
the output that people was expected this season. And I mean, I don't know.
It's tough for him right now, man, because they've been AD. He he's been hit with the injury bug. So, and then again, it's just weird, man. It's weird. Then Kyrie. We're kind of waiting for him to get a full 100%, so I don't know, bro. Like when them boys, I really would like to see them when them boys get healthy. Like AD's healthy, Kyrie's healthy, and they got that starting five
Yeah.
out there healthy, and they playing well. That's what I would like to see, and we base it off on that because we can do would have, could have, should have all day, but
Yeah,
at the
but
end
they
of the
three.
day,
I don't think anybody expected them to be 3-8.
no, hell
I
no.
mean, they're three
That
and
with
eight,
that
and
type
they
with
are
that type of roster, no,
right.
no way.
And I think that's the issue. Like with
Yeah,
that roster, so look at it. Like what 2 years ago, they had that amazing run. Luca goes off. Luca tried to win a championship by himself,
yeah,
right? You then go into the next year, you know, you looking at them just struggling. Like, and then after the Luca trade, like, they just made it to the play-in. They weren't even like, and they really didn't even make it in the playoffs. Like they lost in the play-in. And then, you're like, all right, well, let's get them some time to jail.
yeah,
Cooper's coming in, the number one pick, and then you start out 3-8. I think there's frustration. And you can tell from this frustration. Like the fans
yeah,
are chanting fire Nico as the
yeah.
games are going on.
Now let me ask you this. Let me
What's
ask
up?
you this. Even though Mark Cuban's not the majority shareholder of the owner of the team no more, the new owners, because they pretty much, from my understanding, Mark Cuban said they make their own decisions. They don't really consult him as much. He found out Luke was traded through a text message, and he was just like he didn't have no say so in there. Do you think that the new owners like we ain't got time for no slag. We ain't got time for no bull crap. We letting go. We starting over. We cutting people. We trade. We doing whatever we want to do because they own like 92%, 94% of the team, something like that, which is crazy.
So I think
Now, if it was under Mark Cuban, do you think Mark Cuban would have let him go?
I don't think Mark Cuban would have let him go.
I don't think so either.
But I mean, let's say you do want to start all over.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at that trade though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's just compare the pieces, right?
Yeah.
If you're wanting to start over from Luca, don't you think there are better options than
Oh,
what they?
yeah. 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 Most
That
definitely.
was the issue.
Yeah.
Like, if they brought back somebody young,
Mm-hmm.
superstar, which is gonna be tough because there's only so many, right? Like, I mean, I don't think you're gonna get Shea. Like, you ain't gonna get Shea. But I mean, let's say if you're able to get two young superstars, something either similar or equivalent to what you're sending out, then there
Yeah.
would have been
They got to make
no
sense.
discussion.
And they
Yeah,
got to be healthy. They got to come ready
there
to
would have
play.
been no discussion. But the problem is, you sent out a young Luca
For older
and you
guy.
brought back an older, injury-prone AD. And since he's been there, like you said, he's played good when he's on the court.
Yeah.
But there's definitely been
Hell of
some
a player.
spurts. There's been some spurts where he's been hit by the injury bug, and I think that's what frustrates people is we
Yeah.
sent out Luca, who almost willed us to a championship,
Yeah.
for AD, who's barely playing, and we're struggling to even make the playoffs.
Tough. Yeah, it's tough, man. Because on paper, when you look at it, you like, damn, I got AD. And if AD is healthy, you be like, damn, I really got an AD. And then AD goes healthy and he's healthy and he plays a whole season. Oh, he's a problem. But then again, right now, I mean, certain things you can't help. Like he gets hit with an injury bug, he just get hit with the injury bug. Like, unfortunately, at the end of the day, those guys think more than the game. They think about themselves. And I understand why, because at the end of the day, when this game goes away and when they hang up the shoes, they want to be able to make sure they can function, walk, do without all the things that they want to do on a normal day to basis. So I understand that. So,
I mean,
but
you gotta look, bro, but like you said though, AD is in his 30s, right?
yeah,
AD is in his 30s. He's a great player. When he plays and he's 100%,
he's a hell of a player. AD, I
he could be
know,
a
no,
factor on both sides
he's a
of the
hell of a
court.
player. Yeah,
But I'm just looking at it like Luca is, 26. He ran your whole team,
yeah.
almost got you to a championship.
I got a question for you.
and you gave him up for AD. Like I think that's really what it was. Like,
If you the new general manager right now,
mhm.
what do you do with AD? Now, I'm not saying far as trade him. Do you give him a break right now, far as like, hey man, get your mind right, get your body right, and focus on the guys that you have right now, and just you're gonna have a rotation to keep up the production, far as with AD, far as points wise. You gotta keep working with the posters and the power forwards that you have. You gotta keep that rotation going. But do you give him a break to kind of get himself together? Because right now it's like either he plays like he'll play like 4 or 5 games and then he get hit with something. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that for him. You know what I'm saying? There's no shade to him, but at the end of the day, injuries, injuries. You just get hit with an injury. You just get hit with an injury. No shade to him at all. But do you give him a break and let him rest, or do you continue just like let him play when he's ready to come back and play?
So I mean, I think that's the tough thing. If they were in, if they were in the number two, the number three, the number four spot, then maybe.
Yeah,
But they like I said, they had, I know the season's early, but they at the bottom,
yeah,
and I don't know if you want to keep letting your superstar sit
yeah,
because no telling where you may end up at, during the trade deadline or All Star break, and you don't want to put yourself out for this season. So I mean, you would hope that bringing in Cooper would give you somebody that maybe could
yeah,
fill those shoes a little bit.
yeah,
But I don't know how much time. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on their goals. Like, I mean, I know they came in with hefty goals, and I know everybody says their goal is win the championship. But I mean, if you're trying to get in the playoffs, I don't know if you can afford to sit him for too much longer. Especially with you already missing Kyrie. If you had Kyrie, yeah,
yeah,
because Kyrie can give you 30, 40, 50 points, lead that team to a victory. But just with him out, I I just don't know if that roster is made up to do a lot of damage in the West with those big injuries.
yeah.
So I mean, I know you're not going to rush him, but you may put him on a timetable to bring him back as soon as he's ready and not give him that extended period of time out that you could afford if you had.
So, do you think Kyrie's gonna come back at all this season? I know you told us ACL, or he's gonna come back next season. How would you do? Because that's a lot of money you got on the table right there. I'm just be real. How do you play that? Do you just like, hey, we're not gonna rush it, um, or we just gonna wait and we gonna look for next season for Kyrie, not this season, unfortunately.
So my understanding is that they were looking at him potentially coming back,
Yeah,
next year, but it's one of those things, like you said, there's really no timetable for him coming back. We kind of have to wait and see how his injury progresses, how he feels on his return to the court 5v5, things like that.
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Contact sports is different. Playing
No,
contact
I mean,
sports is
yeah, I
different
mean, I
than
just I
working
wouldn't
out.
put too much on him coming back like ASAP. Like I mean, it'll probably be like close to the playoffs, even if he does come back. But
Yeah,
then you got to kind of give him time to get back into shape because it's different once you get back into that game shape. I know you can go play with the G League, you can go do some 5v5s with them.
yeah,
You can practice, but it's different once you get in game.
yeah. That
He
game
has
speed
to
is different.
trust that knee, and he has to not put too much on that other knee because you ain't trying to blow that one out either. So
And what happens to players when they get injured? They tend to baby those injuries that
mhm.
if it's a knee, foot, they kind of baby it because they're scared that it might happen
Yeah, you got to
again.
trust it. Yeah.
And that's that mental space. But I know he probably I know he's probably have the right team around him, and this is not his first injury anyway. So um, much props to him and KD getting healthy and helping that team climb out of that hole that they in and get out there. Cooper, you just gotta keep building your confidence, man, and just keep shooting for the stars, dog. Hey, this is great. I put it like this. This is the green light season for you, dog. Just
Yeah.
keep going.
I mean,
I
it's him
mean,
and
keep
Clay,
going.
and PJ.
Yeah, just keep going. Dog, this is the green light season for you, Cooper. So just keep going, man, and just keep doing your thing. Just keep working on your game, building your craft, working on your craft, and understanding the plays, understanding the guys that you're playing against, and understanding their weaknesses on defense, and then knowing your strength on offense, man. Just keep going, dog. That's all you can do. This is green light season for you, dog. This is an opportunity where you can be rookie of the year. I hate
Yeah.
to say it like that,
Yeah.
but this is an opportunity for you to be rookie of the year. But I mean, that's it from your boy, man.
Hey, we'll see how it go. Let us know what y'all think of the firing. Do you agree with it? Do you not? And then we'll see how the season turns out for him, man.
I bet, man. Make sure y'all, once again, like my boy said, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. And also tell your friend, cousin, baby mama, baby daddy, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, whoever you want to know, your ex-lover, you sleeping with that person and we don't want to know about it. Hey, tell them too. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we gotta make sure we tell everybody. And it helps out with the algorithm so the video be shared. I mean the video pop up on everybody's feed. But thank y'all for tuning in. Peace. Yeah, you send me that one, bro.